Well, new polling shows Mayor Katie Wilson is considered favorable by just 37% of registered voters in Seattle, sliding nearly 20 points in a few months. The data comes after criticism of the Bite of Seattle shooting response and her handling of CCTV cameras.
Fox 13's Dan Griffin joins us now. Dan, you talked with the researcher behind this polling and some people in the neighborhood. We love polls that give us a snapshot, but what are you hearing from the researcher and from people?
Yeah, so an interesting poll point here, if we want to talk about it. It shows Mayor Katie Wilson has not only lost favor with Democrats, liberal Democrats, but also progressives. And she's also facing a recall effort. So the question is now, can she reverse that trend?
Well, I think that recalling her at this point is unjust because you really haven't given her a fair chance.
New polling commissioned by the Seattle Metro Chamber shows mounting dissatisfaction with Mayor Katie Wilson, but Ashay Jones from Beacon Hill begs to differ.
We've been dealing with issues, gun issues, gang issues, homelessness, housing issues that didn't just arise with her placement.
The Fulcrum Strategy Group survey of 500 voters put Wilson's favorability at just 37%, with 62% viewing her unfavorably. Among progressives, her core base favorability dropped 17 points. 52% now say Seattle is on the wrong track. Fox 13 News asked founding partner Andrew Tebow about the results.
It's not just where it is at 37% favorable, but the fact that 4 months ago it was at 56%.
The slide follows intensifying backlash over the Bite of Seattle shooting response, police chief turnover, CCTV camera policies, and a recall effort.
Really, what isn't surprising is that public safety is the issue, because public safety is the core issue. It is the fundamental issue that mayors have to get right.
On Capitol Hill, Maisie Williams stands by Wilson.
I think she, deserves to be an individual and might need more time to, gather her role and gather her place in the role.
Grades for the Wilson administration reflect dissatisfaction. Voters gave D's on managing the mass shooting and illegal drug use, and D pluses on encampment, street disorder, overall safety, and transparency.
There's a lot that I don't know, and there's a lot that I could be more informed about. But I still have hope in her. I'll just leave it at that.
Hold on.
All right, so I asked the pollster what should be the mayor's biggest takeaway from this data. He told me in one word: act. And I think that is an interesting part of this, because he says people are tired of hearing about studies and looking into, they want to see action.
Yeah, outside of the Fulcrum poll, we also have another poll that's getting some attention and is showing 2/3 of voters who were surveyed disapproved of Mayor Wilson.
Yes, it's a Change Washington poll, and it says about 22% or so approve of her performance. It was about 452 registered Seattle voters who responded to this. So 22% approved of her performance. The poll, though, found 60% of those Seattle voters say that Wilson should either resign or be removed.
Okay, you mentioned Seattle Democrats at the top of this. I'm curious, where do the Democrats come down right now on support for her?
Yeah, so it was about 53% or so of Democrats who believe that she should resign or be removed. And when you look at independents, it's a little more than 70%.
So
Wow.
It's very interesting to see the breakdown. It's not just one party, but just independents to Democrats to progressives. So very interesting.
Absolutely. And an interesting part here, too. You remember we did coverage a while back, and we saw voters as well who wanted to talk about their dissatisfaction with Mayor Wilson. And that was in different neighborhoods. We really tried to make a point to go to neighborhoods that we have not been to yet.
Yeah, you are all over the map. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.